Hello, this is Alice Wheaton. Thank you for joining me again in the video series Double Your Income and Then Double It Again. You know that you can only get customers from three sources. The first one is new clients, and I call those strangers. The second one is for existing clients, and I call those keepers. And then the third one is clients that used to be with you and then left. I call those deserters. Now, a client a while ago corrected me and said, "No, Alice, they're not deserters. They're usually deserted." And I thought, yeah, that's right, because a client never leaves if they've been really well cared for. So let's talk about how you can get those back. In order to get them back, you have to drain the swamp, which means you have to go and sit with them and find out what caused them to leave and see if you can do something about that. Because chances are your competition is not doing a better job than you, and they might be looking for the opportunity to come back to you. And so you need to have an open discussion with them. You need to be able to make a call and say, my name is Alice Wheaton and I'm with XYZ company. I know that you used to be with our company, but you've left, and if you left, it's probably because we let you down. I'd like to come and explore that with you. I can't say for sure if I'll have any suggestions or solutions, but I'd sure like to know what we did wrong. And so the client then understands the context of a meeting, and they likely will say yes. When you get there and they begin to tell you what went wrong, the worst thing you could do is to justify and defend by saying something like, well, you know, it was a difficult time in our company, or the market was such, or our prices had dropped. Don't say anything, just simply say, thank you, tell me more. Thank you, tell me more. Because when you defend and justify, what happens is that you come across as insensitive and really a bunch of jerks in the long run. And so take responsibility. Do not assign responsibility to your client. Don't ever say, well, you know, your project manager just couldn't get his act together. We tried working with you, but it was your project manager. Don't, if that's the case, don't say anything. Just simply say, you know what? If times were different, I would have dealt with that situation differently. And then talk about the changes in each other's company. Say, you know what, between now and then, what changes have happened in your company? And let them tell you about that. Talk about the changes that's happened in your company, and be sure to include the training program you've had for project managers that you could then offer them. Be sure to include something that's going to be of value to them. And of course, the final step is to ask, to what degree can we start over? And I like to suggest that you use the thin edge of the wedge. If you want their business back, say, you know, it looks like we can still do business together, from my perspective anyway. And what I would suggest, if it's okay with you, that we start over, but that we not start with a big project, that we start with a tiny project, the thin edge of the wedge, that if we mess up, there's no risk to you. And chances are your client will say yes. But you have to continue to follow up with them, because if you don't follow up, then you're back to being an insensitive supplier. Is this simple? No. Because most people, our instinct is to defend and justify. Our instinct is to not shoulder any responsibility or to accept any blame. But remember, as we said in one of the other videos, that accountability, when you're 100% accountable, 100% responsible, you are also, by default, 100% trustworthy. And you know, when you're that kind of person, it shows. People pick up on that. They understand leadership. I want to thank you for being with me today. And until next time, happy selling. Bye for now.